just wanted to do it for myself, for my kids, and then I kind of started to do a little bit more. Went to a Christmas workshop that Andrea Peters held last fall, and that moment something clicked in my head, and I decided that I was gonna do a Christmas open house. Well, I didn't pick the greatest day. I picked Thanksgiving weekend, so a lot of people were out of town. However, getting all this stuff together, I realized that you can do so much with the holidays. I had an open house that where I sold $500 worth of product, and I had another residual orders from that from other people afterwards for about another $150. So I did pretty good from an first open house, I thought. When I did a lot of stuff last year with products, with packaging that I got from Andrea Peters, and I'll give you her website in a little bit, which was great. But then as I was starting to look around, I found a lot of stuff here locally that you can use that just works just as well. So I have a mix of both. Let's see, what we're gonna start with. We're gonna start with the guys, because women go out and they buy from their husbands, their boyfriends, their brother-in-laws, their father-in-laws, whatever. I found these little guys at the Dollar Tree. They come, I think there's 10 in a package, so you get 10 for $1. And you just need a clear cellophane bag, a little bit of shred, couple of ribbons, and you got an awesome gift. So I'm gonna start letting you guys look at that. I did, yeah, these are boxes, and let's see. I have one of them right here. That's what they come like. You just unfold it. And I think they're by the bridal stuff, so they're probably intended for like a groomsman gift or something like that. All you do is you just unfold it, click it back together, straighten it out a little bit. And what I did was I actually taped the bottom so that the product wouldn't fall out, which I learned that the hard way. It does fall out. And then you just, put some shred in it, put your product in it, the bag, the ribbon, and you're good to go. This is one of the boxes that I got from Andrea, which is a really neat little thing. It comes originally flat like that, and it's just an envelope. You just pinch it, close the ends together. You can put lip glosses, lipsticks. You can put the mascara fits in it. It's a little tight. Eyeshadows. I mean, the opportunities are endless. I've used them for the lip glosses and the lipsticks. Wrap them up in a little bit of tissue paper so they don't rattle. Stick it in there. Put a cute little bow on it, and you're good to go. I had one lady that had already bought gifts for all of her girlfriends, 7 of them. And she saw these, saw the lip glosses. She picked out 7 lip glosses, got 7 boxes, took it home, took the other gifts back. I was like, yay, I'll do that. And as far as like what I did last year, like with pricing, like the lip glosses last year were $14, so I just added $1 to it, which not completely covered the packaging, but it almost did. And I kind of didn't do the taxes with it, because people buy in, like, they buy for $10, for $15, $20, $25. You can put different sets together. If you start adding the tags in it and all that, they're less likely to get it at the spot. So I just kind of took that as a loss, but I still did pretty good. Let's see. Another thing that I found at the Dollar Tree, I know that's Jessica's favorite store. These are also in the bridal section. They come 5, I think, in a little bag. And you just, here again, this is the fragrance spray that we have for this year. A little bit of shred in it. Stick your fragrance spray in there. You can do a lip gloss. You can do a nail polish. Put it in a little bag that I found at Walmart. Little ribbon to it. You're good to go. these right here are my favorite. And Andrea showed us how to make these. These are lip glosses, not lip balms, socks, a large cupcake paper, and what I did, I put them in these clear cups that you can get just anywhere, Walmart, grocery store, get them everywhere. And then again, put them in a little bag, and I'll show you guys here in a minute how to put that together with a little ribbon to it. And I really worked hard on color coordinating. As you can see, I got all my ribbons and stuff color coordinated. And these are so easy to make. Like I said, the socks are again from the Dollar Tree. These come in like 50 to a bag, so they're really inexpensive. These I had a little bit harder time finding. The only place here in town last year where I found these was at Sugar Bakers. And they have like 3 or 4 different colors. So if anybody knows where else you can get those, let us know.
Are they just paper or are they?
They're just like cupcake papers.
Oh, okay.
The regular ones are too small to hold the sock in it.
Oh, okay.
They're not tall enough to really give it the look of a cupcake.
Got
So when you do these, you take your lip balm and you start rolling it together with the open side of the sock. And you basically just do the cupcake thing. You roll it around and you gotta kind of do it a little tight. And then you end up with this. You let go of it, it falls back apart. You stick it in your paper, stick it in your cup, and then you just adjust it a little bit and you're done. So for probably about $1.25 packaging, I have a cute little gift. These went like hotcakes last year. The envelope boxes come in different sizes. You can, there's other boxes out there that you can probably use for this also. You just have to look around. I like these because they open so easy. In this one, I did a hand cream, stuck it in there, and then just another $1 from the Dollar Tree. You put a little bow on it, and you're good to go. These were great teachers' gifts last year. A lot of people bought them for teachers' gifts because I sold them at $10. I made a little bit of not as much profit of it, but still, I sold I think 12 of them altogether over the Christmas season. So that was worth it. And you can do it like with different, mix and match everything. One of my favorites is this little guy. It's another glass I found at the Dollar Tree. Love that place. This one has lipsticks on it and lips. They don't have these anymore. I found another one yesterday that they have that actually says makeup on it. And all I did, actually I should put this going on too. What I did was I just put a little bit of shred in there and then I put a lip gloss. You can do a lipstick, a lip gloss. This is one of the at play ones. This was kind of cute for younger girls. Some of them bought them for their friends. And then, again, stick it in a bag, put a little ribbon on it, and you're done. All the stuff that I have, a lot of it, in like a minute or two, you can have it packaged. And when I had my open house, I actually had about 10 or 12 of each ready, and people just took them out. Paid for them, took them out, and they were done for Christmas. Didn't even have to wrap it. You can do the same thing with the satin hands, like that. Or this was my all-time favorite. This is another one of Andrea's envelopes, the biggest one. And you just take your satin hands, drop it in there. And you have to put the product in this one before you do the bow. It doesn't work the other way around. Tried that, didn't work. Close it, and what I did was I found at one of the dollar stores, I found a whole bunch of these scarves. They're just regular scarves. And then I wrap it around, put a bow on it, and you're done. So whoever gets it not only gets the satin hands, they get a scarf with it too. Now these are some of the ones that I actually found here locally. Just pretty much anywhere. And here again, put a little ribbon, a little tissue paper in it, and this one has the apple and pear in it from this Christmas. The thing I like is the packaging is really great, but if you have it like this, somebody who's looking for a teacher's gift or one for their daughter or their mom or somebody will get it, because all they have to do is write the name on it and they have it done. They don't have to worry about what am I going to put it in. Same thing with this one. I think I got this one actually from Pam.
Okay, that looks familiar.
Yeah. I don't know where you got it from.
I don't know either.
I've seen them around since. It's the same thing. You just put your product in here, close it up. You're good to go. These right here I love too. These boxes, you can find those anywhere. I mean, literally, they come in all kinds of different styles, glittery, non-glittery. And what I did was, I took a little ribbon and taped it on the inside, pulled it through, and put this one says Joy. I have some that have reindeer on it, they're gold, so you just coordinate it with your box, and that's really cute. And in this one, I actually fit a whole miracle set in. Yeah. And if you put really cute coordinated tissue paper with it, perfect gift. This one I did with similar, and I found these last year at the end of the season for like 25 cents. So I bought a whole bunch of them for this year. And these boxes also fit your brush. They're perfect for that. Or you can put a you probably can put like some of the guys stuff in there too. The shaving cream, maybe not, but the lotions, the facial hydration stuff. So that would be good. Alrighty. This is another box that I found at the Dollar Tree. I love the Dollar Tree. This one has a hand cream in it. It's really easy. And this one I just came up with last night. That's the foot cream. And it's a pair of socks. And what I did was I took one of the socks inside out, folded them together, stuck the foot cream in there, and then the inside out sock, turned it back around so it's right side out. And you can put it in a bag or you can just leave it like that. And then some of the other little boxes that I found elsewhere, it's like, these are really great for like eyeshadows, those the ones that have like the multicolors on them. They fit really well in there. That's pretty much what I did with the packaging.
Where did you find the little envelope boxes?
The envelope boxes, they are from a Mary Kay consultant. Her name is Andrea Peters. And her website is peterspackaging.com. And correct me if I'm wrong, she's in Ohio somewhere.
I'm not sure where she is.
I can't remember exactly where she is anymore, but she was awesome when I went to her workshop last year. She lives out in the boonies. I mean, I live in the boonies. She lives out in the way boonies. And she has an open house every year at her house for like a whole extended weekend. The year before last, she made $20,000 at her open house, and people are coming and they are asking to be on her mailing list to get the invitations. They are driving like 100 miles to get to her open house. And when she does her open house, she has all the packaging, like if she has a box out, it says lip gloss, you don't know what color is in there. People just buy the box. They don't even care what color is in there. That's how cool her packaging is. Way cooler than mine. Way cooler. And that's awesome. I mean,
Okay,
she's been building her business for a
We
long
have to
time.
clarify this. Did she make 20,000 or did she make 40,000 and make 20,000?
I think she said that her sales were 20,000.
Okay.
I mean, still, that's,
It's awesome.
I'm just trying to wrap my mind around it.
Yes. When I first heard her say that,
Andrea
I could
Peters.
not believe it either. But I mean, with things like that she taught us, it's just awesome.
What's the website?
It's called peterspackaging.com. And these are some of the colors that she has this year. She sells a lot of the boxes that I got, and they're not that expensive. I mean, some of them are like $1, some of it is like 50 cents each or something like that. So it wouldn't be more expensive than if you buy it here in the store either. But it's just simple, very simple. She also taught me how to make really cool bows. And I thought I could never make a bow. These right here, I was like amazed when I made them because it was so easy. And when you make a bow, you want to make sure that your ribbon matches your box. You don't want to have a really wide ribbon with a little box like that. So the bigger the box, the wider the ribbon. That's basically what you need to do. You want also your bow, you don't want it to be bigger than the box. It needs to be the same size as the box or slightly smaller. And what she taught us was you take your box and you take your first piece of ribbon and you just tie it. Tie it really tight, just like that. Then you take your second piece of ribbon, and it can be the same color or it can be different. And you make a cancer ribbon. And you take it, and she scrunches it together a little bit different than I do. I found this easier. You take the bottom, scrunch it together, take the top, put it down, and then I have it like this in my hand. Put it on top of the other ribbon, and that's a little hard to see. Just put it there like that. If it's laying on the table, it's a little easier to do. You tie it together, and then you just bring the end pieces through the middle. You adjust it. Go looking pretty, and then you need some scissors. Yeah, it's easier if it's laying down. It's easier. You take your end pieces. Just hold it up a little bit. Take your end pieces, fold them together, cut them off at an angle, and then you get these cool end pieces. And you can do 1 or 2 or 3 of those bows, put them all done there together, and they'll look really cool. You can do it with different colors. I did this one yesterday, and on this one, since I didn't have it on a box, it's just held together by a twisty tie. You can do that also, and then just attach it to any box that you want to attach it to. That's basically what that is, just 2 of those ribbons put together, and you've got the twisty tie in the middle. The ribbon needs to be wired ribbon. It does not work with non-wired ribbon. Try that, it doesn't work. So you can do any kind of color combination. I did a lot of silver and gold, like those right there. And that was really cool because a lot of the boxes I had were either gray or gold. So that would look really cool. But also something like this looks really nice. Guys have any questions?
Where do you get your soft gloves?
The soft gloves, Dollar Tree.
Really?
You should know this, Jessica.
I'd say probably about 80% of the packaging material that I used came from the Dollar Tree. From the tissue paper to the little metal containers to these boxes came from the Dollar Tree. I mean, a lot of it came from there. Now with the ribbon, I splurged a little bit. I got the big box that they sell at Sam's or Costco, because it was all kind of color coordinated. So that helped me a little bit when I started to kind of see what goes together, because I'm not that artistic. Yeah, sure.
Did you, I know she said some things you just took like $1 or $2 loss on when it came to your packaging, and other things you marked up, like rounded it up or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, what was your general rule of thumb for deciding what your price point was gonna be?
It just depended on what the product was. Like do you guys remember we had the little bitty nail polishes last year that came in a box of 3, and they were $15. I just took those and put those in the little white containers with the little shred and everything, and then I sold each of them for $5. So basically the loss that I took was the little bit of packaging that I had, which was probably about maybe 40 cents on each, and then the tax. So it wasn't that much. It was usually, on most products, it was like around $1 or so that I lost. Maybe $1.50 on some of the bigger boxes, but that was not that much. And then like your lip glosses, I went up $1. I did, let's see. A lot of it I did really sell for what the product sells and just threw the packaging in.
Right.
So is that what you did with the bigger one?
With
The
this,
dolls.
with this one I did the satin hands with, and I at the beginning I started selling it for $40, but I didn't have a lot of success with it, so I just went down to the $35.
Okay.
So on the big one with the bow and the box in this, I think it was probably about $2.50 that I averaged as far as packaging. So that was still pretty good. I mean, I think I'm still, even with the loss on the taxes, I still grossed at least $11 on each of them. $12, something like that. It just, you know your clientele, you know the people that will come to your open house that you invite. You can kind of gauge it. You know, if you have a lot of people that don't really care, they just want to buy a gift for, $40, then you probably will be able to sell them a satin hands for $40 if it's packaged nicely. It just depends. If you get a lot of college kids, you probably have a lot more luck with the lip glosses, the eyeshadow trios, and that sort of stuff.